So this is our eighth problem in the page or the PDF which I have sent to you. Okay. So from first page, which consists of 6 images, so or 6 problems. I have taken 3 problems, and in the second page we have another 6 problems. From that I have taken another 3 problems. So I try to select the problems in such a way that the problems are little difficult in the second page. Okay, why? Because these problems the students in general, so they may feel little difficult, so that's why I thought of explaining this figure such that the other figures will be easy for you. Okay, so let me start this particular figure, drawing the solution for this one. So the arrow mark is given at this end. So if the arrow mark is at this end, so that means you have to understand that this is the front view, and this side view becomes the left side view. Okay, left side view which you have to draw on the right side of the front view. Okay, so let me start from the bottom here. Okay, what is the thickness of this one? So the thickness of this one, I think universally they have given it as, they didn't exactly mention exactly here, but we can assume that so this particular thickness is same as this one as well as this one also. Um yeah, thickness here it is given for this one. Here the thickness is given as 50 mm. Okay, so that means so here we can understand that so this particular distance will also be equal to uh, how much? So this particular distance is equal to uh, 10 mm. Okay, so for all these four semicircular shapes, so it will be equal to 10 mm. Okay, so if I start from here again, in the front view I will be able to see only length and I will be able to see only height, and in the side view, so length, breadth and height. In the top view, length and breadth. Okay, so now I am going to start the front view. Okay, I will start from the bottom. Okay, uh, first I am going to draw something like this. Okay, which is nothing but the 10 mm at the bottom, and from here what is this total height? So here you can see that this particular radius is 15 mm, so that means from here to here it is exactly equal to 15 mm. Okay, so let me draw first that 15 mm. So that is 10 and that is 15. Okay, and after that from this point, so we came until this particular point here. So before just now I talked about this particular distance. So this particular distance is 15. Okay, and this particular thickness is 10 mm. So that's why what I have done here is I have drawn 10 mm, and height I have drawn first 15 mm. So though it is again a semicircular shape like in the previous problem, okay, this semicircular shape, it appears like a rectangular block. Okay, so I came until here, and from here what is this particular distance? So from here you can see that this entire distance is 50, and from here to here it is 20, and from here to here it is 10, that means 30, and this remaining distance, it will be definitely equal to 20. Okay, so that 20 mm, once again I am drawing here, and this one from this end also 20 mm. Okay, and after this, so this horizontal distance, so from this center, uh, okay, we don't worry about that center. So from this one, so this entire distance, so what will be the total uh, what is this one, length of this one is? So we can see that so from here to here, if it is 15, so this entire distance becomes 30. Okay, so if this radius is 15, okay, so this entire distance, that means this horizontal distance becomes 30. Okay, and after that, uh, from this point again, this distance, uh, this particular distance, this distance will be equal to 15. Okay, 15 plus 30, 30 plus 15. Okay, so from here to here, so please try to understand this one. So here the radius is given as 15, that means I am talking about this particular distance. This distance will be equal to 15. From this center to this center, it is how much? 30. 15 plus 30, 45. And from here to here, this horizontal distance is again 15 mm. So two 15s and 130, so it is equal to 60 mm. Okay, so just now I have completed only 10 mm of this one. So that means from here directly what I can do is directly I can draw a length of 50 mm. Okay, and from here another 10 mm for this semicircular block. I am talking about this semicircular block over here, and from here I am drawing 15 mm inside. So this 15 mm is for this particular center, okay. And from here again what I can do is, since this entire distance, this entire horizontal distance is equal to 30 mm, so this let me just put some mark here representing the center, and from here to here I can draw another 15 mm such that it is the it is this particular portion, where I have stopped now, okay. And from here what I can do, uh, from this point to this point, so that distance will be equal to 30, okay. So 30, wait a minute, so this is 15 and this is 15, yeah. So that means we can come little bit inside. So instead of drawing this one, so what I am just trying to do is I am trying to put this one little more inside, okay. So let this be 15 mm, this one, and another 15 mm, okay. So from now the distance between this point to this point is exactly equal to 30 mm, okay. So now what I'll try to do is, so I'll try to draw some vertical distance like this, okay. Don't worry about that vertical distance. So that entire vertical distance, so once again, so clearly what I can tell you here is, if this radius is 15, okay, this will be 15. So from this point to this point it is 50, 50 plus 15, 65. From this point to this point another 15, because the radius is given as 15. So two 15s and 130, it becomes total 80 mm, okay. So from, if you just mark from this point to this point at a distance of 80, okay, from that one, okay, what you can do is you just try to draw a line like this, and from here to here you just try to mark a center in such a way that this radius is equal to 15 mm. This radius should be equal to 15 mm, 15 mm. So take 15 mm radius on your compass, and with this one as your center, just try to complete the semicircular block like this, okay. So once you complete that semicircular block, okay, so this is what it looks like, okay. And one more thing what you will be able to see in the front view is this circle, okay. What is the dimension of this circle? So the dimension of this particular circle will be given at some place. So here you can see that a note is given 10 drill 4 holes. So that means there are 4 holes in this particular figure. That means there are 4 holes in this particular figure. 10 drill 4 holes. So 4 holes are having a distance of 10 mm. So take 5 mm radius on your compass, or in your what is that, pro circle. In your pro circle, what you can do is you can take 10 mm diameter circle, and neatly you try to draw a circle here, okay. The radius of that particular should be 5 mm. That means the diameter it should come as 10 mm, okay. So almost this is the front view that you will get. And what is the another thing that we have to do is regarding the dotted lines. So dotted lines for this particular circular hole, as well as the dotted lines for this hole, okay. So from here initially we have marked 15 mm distance. Let me draw the construction line for that one. So this is a height of 15 mm, okay. And these also a distance of 15 mm from this end, okay. So once I mark the centers, what I can do is, so from this center, what is the dimension of this hole? 10 mm, okay. So that means to the left side of this one I have to draw dotted lines here, and to the right side also we have to draw the dotted lines here, which represents the dotted lines. So for this particular hole, which we will not be able to see in the front view. Similarly, we have to give the dotted lines for this hole also, okay. So this hole center is exactly at 15 mm from the bottom, and this circular hole is again 10 mm. So that means to the bottom we have to mark 5 mm dotted line, and at a distance of 5 mm to the top of this center line, we have to put another dotted line, so which is the dotted line for this particular circle which is not visible in the front view. Okay, so with this now we have completely done with the front view. Now we will try to draw the top view. So as usual, so before drawing the top view, what we need to do is we have to draw the projection lines. So we have to take the help of these projection lines. These projection lines will help you to understand what you are drawing. That means what is the connection of this particular line with the front view, so that you can clearly understand. Okay, this one, and after that this particular circle, and this line, and after that this particular circle, and after that lastly this one. Okay, so these lines are needed for drawing the top view, and similarly I will take these lines for the side view also, this one and this one and this one. Okay, and sorry, this one, this one, this one, this one, and lastly the total height. Okay, so once I take the projection lines, so it will be very easy for me to construct either side view or top view. Okay, so now we will try to draw the top view, and after that we will go for the side view. Okay. Okay, so now, so since this is the front view and this entire block is there in front of me, so let me start from the back. Okay, so let me start from this particular end. Okay, so here I am having a 10 mm distance, and since this total distance is 30 mm, and this block is again 10 mm, the middle distance that is left over here is will be again equal to, so 10 mm. Okay. Okay, so this total distance is 30 mm, this is 10, this is 10, and the middle distance will also be equal to 10. Okay, that means this is having a total distance, I mean the breadth, the total breadth is only 30 mm. Okay, so let me start with this particular point. Okay, so from here, by taking some comfortable distance, what I am trying to do here is I am trying to draw uh, the block from this point to this point. So why I have stopped exactly at this particular point? So this particular block line is exactly this one. Okay, so that's why I have stopped over here, and after that the thickness of the block is 10 mm. Okay, and again, so this particular line, so I can stop it over here, and again 10 mm gap, and after that again lines exactly like what I have done here. Okay, so that lines almost those lines will again appear here for this, I mean for this particular semicircular block. Okay, the lines will be like this one. Okay, so here also we assume that there is line like this. Okay, so these two rectangular blocks are for these two semicircles. Okay, now what about this one? So since this radius is 15 mm and the distance from this point to this point is 30 mm, so just what I want you to do is just try to draw a middle line like this. Okay, and already we have the center line over here, so this is the center. Okay, so from here what you try to do is you just try to draw until here a horizontal line first. Okay, and after this the semicircular line, semicircular arc. Okay, So this semicircular arc is nothing but, so this particular one, so which is over here. And in this, in the top view, we can clearly see the circular hole here. These circular hole dimensions, so we have our projection lines we have taken from the front view. So from here what you can do is you can neatly draw 5 mm, with 5 mm radius you can draw a 10 mm diameter circle. Okay, so also in the top view, so one more thing, two more things are left. So regarding the dotted lines, so which are there in this semicircular, both semicircular holes. So I have taken the projection lines for this hole. So for this one what you have to do is you have to make dotted lines here as well as here for one block, and from here to here for another block. Okay, and one more thing is left, so that is nothing but this particular circle which is there at the bottom. So for this particular circle also I have taken the projections like this. Okay, so these dotted lines we will complete, so once we are done with the side view. Okay, okay, so I am going to start the side view now. Okay, so when you are seeing from the left side, the very first thing that you will be able to see is this semicircular shape at the bottom. Okay, when you are seeing this one from the side, you can see the semicircular shape at the bottom. So what I want you to do is, since you already have the center line, so you try to take this center line somewhere over here. Okay, okay, from that one, okay, you just try to mark 30 mm to the 15 mm to the left side and 15 mm to the right side. Okay, so these are construction lines, no need to draw dark. Okay, so you just try to take 15 mm to the left side and 15 mm to the right side. I am just drawing the construction lines. So 15 mm to the left and 15 mm to the right, and here you try to complete neatly, so this particular semicircular block like this. So from here to here this distance should be equal to 15 mm. Okay, and I have taken the projections for this hole also. So from here what I can do, so you can I can neatly complete this hole. Okay, exactly like this. Okay, actually this hole should be between these two lines. Okay, but when I have taken these lines like this particular line has come little down. Okay, that's why this circle has gone little bit outside. Okay, but what I am trying to tell you here is this circle should be there inside or in between these two lines. Okay, so once that is done, so what I can do is, so I can draw the vertical lines until here. Okay, so these vertical lines are, so these lines, so these vertical lines are these lines until this particular block of 10 mm. So already in the front view you can see that this particular block is there over here. I am talking about this particular block is there over here. So until that I have drawn this vertical line. After that we have a semicircular block at the front. Okay, and in the side view this distance becomes 0. Okay, this distance becomes 0. So that's why what, how it will appear is, it will appear like a 30 by 10 mm block. Okay, so this is 10 mm, this is 30 mm, and this is another 10 mm. Okay, so it appears to me like this. Okay, and after that we have two more semicircular blocks. These two semicircular blocks, it will not appear like a semicircular in the side view. Okay, so what I can do is this semicircular shape, this last line will become a straight line here. Okay, and after that 10 mm, and after that, so until particular distance, and after that this one 10 mm, and after that this distance. Okay, now in the side view, so there are these holes also. Okay, which we are not able to see. I have taken the projections of this hole from the front view. So for this one what I will try to do, I will try to draw the dotted line here for the hole which is on the back side of the semicircular block. I mean I am talking about this particular block, and this front side semicircular block is this one. So for this one also I am trying to draw the dotted lines for the circles, and one more dotted line should be there okay, because four circles are there. So if you observe in each view, so we are trying to draw four circles, okay. So in the front view, this particular circle, though it is appearing like a single circle, okay, behind this circle exactly one more circle is there, okay, in the front view, okay. So that's why it is appearing like a single circle here. Two circles, one circle, one circle. So four circles in the front view, and here one circle, here another circle, and here one circle. One more circle we have to do it, okay. And here one circle, here another circle, and here one more circle. And the last circle where it is there in this particular block. So this particular circle also will not be visible in the side view, okay. So for that one, what I have to do, exactly from the center I can draw a line like this, and I know the dimension of that circle. To the left side 5 mm dotted line, and to the right side 5 mm dotted line, okay. So side view is completely done. And coming to the dotted line for this particular circle in the top view, so when you are seeing from the top, okay, so this particular complete distance is how much? So this particular complete distance is equal to 30 mm. So I mean I am talking about the breadth. So the breadth is totally 30 mm. So in that 30 mm, so for 10 mm block, so for 10 mm block, so we have the dotted lines with a distance of how much? So 10 mm. So what I am trying to do is I will just try to draw a construction line over here, okay. So in this one, so with a distance of 10 mm, so this particular circle, so since it is 10 mm and this total distance is 15, okay. So what we cannot do is, so we cannot draw the dotted lines for this one. Why? Because these lines merge with this 10 mm, okay. You know that this block is 10 mm, this block is 10 mm, and this total distance is 30. So this also becomes what? So this middle distance also becomes 10 mm, and we have to draw the dotted line for this 10 mm block only. So you can see that 10 mm block in the front view, okay. This is the 10 mm block. So from this point till this particular point I have to draw dotted lines, okay, which is not possible because of the lines, dotted lines merging with these dark lines, okay. So this is the complete solution for this particular isometric view. So drawing the front view, top view, and left side view, okay. So left side view, uh, okay, I have done a blunder here, okay. So please forgive me for this, okay. Actually the left side view should be there on the right side, okay. This is a major correction for this particular problem. Whatever the thing that I have drawn here, that should be there on the right hand side, okay. I don't know how I have done this mistake, but yeah, it's a mistake. I am trying to rectify it now, okay. I cannot draw the figure once again, so that's why what I am asking you is, so since this particular arrow indicates the front view, and this is the left side view, whatever the thing that we are seeing from the left, it should be there on the right side of the front view. By mistake I have drawn on the left side, okay, that's a mistake. So you try to draw the same figure on the right hand side. Instead of taking the projection lines to the left side, you have to take the projection lines to the right side, okay. Sorry for that.